Kamar Reed. She's stepping forward.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, Ms. Reed is here, I believe, for a pretrial and a bond violation. In however order Your Honor would like to proceed, she will be admitting to the bond violation and then ultimately pleading guilty as charged. So however Your Honor would like to approach that.
Well, she's admitting to the violation.
She is, Your Honor.
All right. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
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 Thank you. All right. All right. And what are we doing on the case?
She's pleading as charged, Your Honor.
She's pleading.
Yes.
As charged. May I have her sworn?
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So, yeah.
Yes.
State your name.
Kamar Reed.
All right. Ms. Reed, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days. The court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that? Yes.
Yes.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form?
She didn't, Your Honor, because she was in custody. I could have her do that now, or we could do that verbally, however you prefer.
Okay. You recall signing an advice of rights form, ma'am?
Yes.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
You'll see on the podium, I need you to look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that file.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will
Yes.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
November 27, 2024, location of Carpenter near Chester Drive in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicant?
Yes.
What did you have and how much?
I had a couple of seltzers.
Seltzers? All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped by the police.
Why'd they stop you?
My lights were off.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes.
Were you taken to the station?
Yes.
Was there a blood draw or a blood test?
Both.
Blood draw?
Yes.
All right. What were the results of that blood draw?
I would stipulate for the plea, it was a 0.09 blood test.
You have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No.
No? All right. I do have to advise you that if I do accept your plea, if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of the plea and the time of sentencing, that any evaluation or sentence agreement, the court would not be bound by. You understand that?
Yes.
I also would have to indicate that if you do commit misconduct during that period, you would also not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
Counsel, the first question is, have there been any promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea which have not been stated on the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And has the court complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Your Honor, I would say for the record, just so it's clear, the stop happened just after midnight. So the stop for no headlights, I think, is a valid stop. I think we're going to stipulate that it was dark outside.
I don't.
Other than that, I'm satisfied.
We're satisfied as well, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be July 9th, 2025 at what time? 9 a.m. All right. Either as to bond, but as to the violation.
The violation first, Your Honor, my client would waive her right to a hearing and be prepared to admit to drinking and ready to do that this morning.
All right. And that is correct, ma'am?
Yes.
You're waiving your right to a hearing?
Yes.
And you do admit, have you seen the violation report, ma'am?
No.
Okay. Your counsel went through it with you, however?
Yes.
All right. And that there were on June 13, 2025, that you were drinking?
Yes.
Very good. Court will accept that admission. How long have you been in?
She turned herself in yesterday morning. Is that what time yesterday?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. yesterday morning.
All right. How old are you, young man?
20,
How old are you?
21.
Where were you drinking?
Um, um, sorry. My dad passed away a couple of years
Pardon?
ago. My dad passed away a couple of years ago, and I'm not handling it probably in the best way.
So you were 19,
18.
18 when he passed away.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, was that where your drinking started or?
Yes.
And let me ask you this, I'm not gonna hold it against you, were you drinking a lot?
Yes.
Looking back on it, when you were drinking a lot, what do you think would happen for you? Probably don't know how to answer that question. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a tough question, isn't it? Suffice it to say, young lady, it would make you forget and have the pain go away a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you in school?
Yes. I'm
Pardon?
I'm supposed to go back next semester.
Did you finish up this semester?
No.
What happened?
Um, I stopped attending my classes, so I had to withdraw.
Where were you in school?
It's my sophomore year,
At what school?
Eastern Michigan.
So when your dad passed away, had you already enrolled in school?
Yes.
And you made it through how many semesters after that?
2, and then I took a gap year, and then I went back.
Those 2 semesters that you took, how were your grades?
They were pretty good. I think I had a 3.2, 3.5.
Okay. You took the gap year, then you came back. How were your grades?
Okay, I think I had like a 2.
Pardon?
I think I had a 2.8 when I came back.
Where'd you graduate high school?
In high school.
Okay. Did you do well there? You got siblings?
I have a twin brother.
You have a twin brother.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
It's with mom in the corner of the courtroom.
Mom's on? Oh, okay. All right. So what do you think I should do with you?
Um,
Well, before you answer that, let me ask you this. As you were going along struggling, trying to deal with your father's passing and things, did you let your mom know?
a little, but
Pardon?
not as serious as it had gotten. I don't think.
What about your brother?
I think he noticed.
You think he noticed?
Yeah.
Probably because he's your brother and also a twin, he probably did, probably felt it. Did you reach out to anybody?
I've been seeing a therapist weekly.
You were?
Yes.
Okay, so how long have you been doing that?
I was seeing one for, I've been seeing her for like 7 years, and then I've been seeing one who specializes in grief for the last 3 months, I think.
Okay, so something that you started heading in that direction, dealing with her. Okay. How's that working for you?
It's going okay. Um, I think I've been thinking about seeing someone else.
Pardon?
I've been thinking about seeing someone else. I don't know if it's a good fit.
Okay, so your therapist might not be fitting with you, right? Okay. All right. Now I'll get back to what do you think I ought to do with you?
Sure, I guess whatever punishment fits.
Give you a chance to prove you can stay sober.
Yeah. Um, a chance to prove I could stay sober, I think.
You think you can?
Yes.
That wasn't real confident the way you said that.
I want to, and I think that I can.
Young lady, why do you think I asked you all of those questions?
See why I did it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Here's the thing that you don't understand and are just beginning to kind of explore. Grief is a horrible thing in a lot of ways. It becomes real bad if you don't deal with it. It kind of just sits there, and then at some point, while you try to sort of bottle it up and push it down, it somehow or another just all of a sudden begins to explode. Right? And then at some point, because you're not dealing with it, you're kind of out of control. And then it becomes harder. At the beginning, you probably could have told somebody, but by that time, you don't tell anybody because it becomes hard to explain. Right? And it becomes real difficult to, no matter how close somebody is, even talk to anybody because they're not, you don't know if they're going to listen or they're going to take time to listen. And the reality of all of that is what you want is you just want that hurt and other things to disappear. Right? Were you close to your dad?
Yeah.
Something's going to, I'm going to guess, but I know I'm right because I'm always right. But I'm going to guess that you were daddy's. All right. Look, more than anything, and I'm going to tell you, I don't always talk about myself, but I'm going to tell you why I asked the question. Here I sit all these years later. I lost my dad when I was 16. So when I when I'm asking you those questions about grief, I get it. Okay. I'm going to let you know that if you find a way to kind of deal with it, you're going to make it through it. Okay. I didn't know your dad, but I can almost bet that he'd want you to make it through. He wouldn't want you trying to do this, trying to deal with all of this on your own. Okay. So in the interim, how am I going to keep you sober? Young lady, there's just right now, and partially because of the age you are, partially because of what you've been dealing with, a lot of things in life are real confusing right now, right? You're not sure the next step that you're taking, what direction that's going to head or what you're going to do, right? Okay, here's a suggestion I'm going to make to you. I want you to take whatever steps you're taking slow. I'm watching your mother over there. She's goosenecking trying to look over Miss Pilara's head, but your brother has been right all up in it. Okay. What that tells me is you got a family out there that'll just love you, they'll support you. And if you hadn't told them, probably after today, they'll sit for whatever time and just listen to you. Okay. And as you let it pour out to them, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to come out wrong. It's going to come out crazy. You may think yourselves crazy as it's coming out, but just let it come out. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I indicated defendant is admitted to violation. I don't think it does any good to keep you incarcerated at all. All right. So I'm going to sentence you on that violation to 2 days in jail, credit 2 days use. I'm going to let you go. I am going to, however, order that you report over to the Department of Community Corrections. We're going to put a scram tether on you. Okay? You got that?
Yes.
All right. You are going back to school in the fall. That might have sounded like a question. It wasn't. Okay. And that you can take that as an order. You're going to go back. You're going to just sort of walk that journey through life and do that. Okay. You hear me?
Yes.
And I'll sign that scram order and we'll get you over there. All right, young lady.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, you're welcome. And most importantly, sometimes what you just have to do, you just have to be kind to yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Got it?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You. Mom, guys, take care of yourselves. I don't know if you heard that, but she's getting out today. You're welcome.
What you've just witnessed is one of those rare courtroom moments where the law, human emotion, and personal history all collide in real time. Let's break down exactly what happened here, because this case, the People versus Kamar Reed, is about much more than an OWI charge. Asterisk from the very beginning, Kamar Reed walks into the courtroom prepared to admit responsibility. She enters knowing she's facing a misdemeanor, OWI, a bond violation, and the possibility of jail time. The judge methodically reviews her rights, outlines the potential penalties up to 93 days in jail, fines, community service, rehabilitative services, and even potential vehicle immobilization. This is standard, but it's essential. Before any guilty plea is accepted, the defendant must confirm they understand every consequence and are entering the plea voluntarily. Asterisk, but where this hearing becomes more than routine is in the judge's unexpected shift deeper into Kamar's life. Once she admits to the bond violation, acknowledging, I see, she drank alcohol while out on bond, the judge doesn't merely hand down a consequence. Instead, he pauses the legal proceedings and begins exploring the emotional and psychological factors behind her behavior. He asks about her father's passing, her age when it happened, how she coped, and how that loss transitioned into the drinking patterns that eventually led her here. Asterisk, this is important for two reasons. First, it reflects a judicial philosophy focused on rehabilitation rather than simple punishment. Second, it shows the judge is trying to understand why the violation happened, not just that it did. Asterisk, you'll notice Kamar is candid about her struggles, withdrawing from college courses, drinking heavily after her father's death, and trying therapy but not feeling fully connected to her current therapist. She even admits she wasn't communicating fully with her family. It's a common hallmark of unresolved grief. Asterisk, the judge then responds not just as a legal authority, but as someone who personally understands loss. His disclosure about losing his own father at 16 is not typical courtroom dialogue. But here, it serves a purpose. It humanizes the moment and underscores the seriousness of unprocessed grief. By drawing that parallel, he's making it clear that he recognizes her pain, and that she cannot navigate it alone or through self-destructive coping mechanisms. Asterisk, in the end, he makes a very pointed choice. Instead of keeping her incarcerated, he sentences her to 2 days of jail credit, time she has already served. In other words, she's freed today. But this freedom comes with structure. He orders her to report to community corrections for a scram tether, a device that monitors alcohol consumption, ensuring accountability while allowing her to return to her life, school, and family. Asterisk, and then comes the most poignant part. He orders her to return to school. That is incredibly rare. Judges can encourage, recommend, or strongly urge education. But here he frames it almost as a life directive, an anchor to pull her forward. Asterisk, what we're seeing is a judge leveraging the power of the court not just to punish, but to redirect. This case becomes a transformative moment, one where accountability meets compassion, and where consequences are tied directly to personal growth. Asterisk, now the big question for viewers. Do you think the judge made the right call by releasing her and focusing on rehabilitation? Should she have faced harsher penalties for violating bond? Or did the judge strike the perfect balance between accountability and empathy? Asterisk, drop your thoughts in the comments. These are the kinds of cases that spark real debate. Asterisk, and if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.